Hello everyone, welcome for this new weekly community show. Today is particularly exciting. We are right now during the maintenance, and right after that there will be our first big patch, the February patch called The Threat of Greenstone. As we have been explaining in the last few episodes, we are changing our way of delivering content. So instead of having weekly patch, sometimes small, sometimes a little bit bigger, we've decided to gather everything in one big patch per month, a patch that you guys can test on the QA server while we are progressing it, while we are elaborating it. So next month, next week, you will be able to access the QA server once again with all of the new stuff we are preparing for March patch. But first, let's enjoy our February patch. So what's in it? Today, I have several good news to share with you. The patch, the price change, and then the roadmap for 2023. So plenty of excellent news to share with you. Let's get started right away with the patch. This month's patch is likely the largest changes that we have ever delivered at one time. It includes new quests, a new zone, numerous bug fixes, quality of life enhancement, and performance improvement. Your bank have more space, merchants allow you to buy back things that you had previously sold them, and your fellow players will suffer embarrassing losses to your weighted dice. Moving our development cadence to a monthly live patch has proved to be far more productive than our previously weekly release schedule. It is much easier to patch content and fixes to QA more frequently when we do not have to worry about breaking the game. We received a ton of great feedback from QA the past few weeks, so we would like to thank everyone in the community who provided that feedback. You can expect QA to open again once we get some more content fixes in about a week. And when time allows, I will continue adding features to QA to make your testing experience smoother, such as teleport to QA zone, etc. So this is the very first time we are doing this. During the last months, the last week, we have been talking to you a lot about that. And if you still want to hear more details about all of the thinking behind the QA server, I still invite you to check out the interview of Undone in one of the previous episodes. You will find a lot of information related to that. It's a very interesting episode if you want to know more, and directly from Undone himself. Same thing if you are wondering why we have bank increase and personal stash increase but not a bag increase. Check out that interview as well. It will explain you everything related to inventory space. Anyway, we are not going to read every details of those patch notes. I invite you to check the patch note for yourself, but there's several things I would like to point out. Specifically, in general, we have a big improvement on the performance. Will it be a big improvement? That's another question, but a lot of work has been put in performance. So hopefully you guys will see some change. So the most important thing is this one. Disabled volumetric fog anisotropy. This should give a modern performance improvement at the cost of less dramatic lighting. This should also further reduce the washed out look when looking towards the sun. This should help everyone, but will be most noticeable for those running at higher than 1080p resolution. So this is something that I have seen myself, the difference. You will see that the contrast is much stronger. Yes, give your feedback related to that, because it is very possible that Undone will add a slider for people that enjoy the more washed look and the more shiny sun in between the leaves of the tree. So please provide your feedback related to that change. But there's plenty of different performance fixes, hopefully that will help the game to run better if the game was not running super well on your machine. Like here in the environment art, reduce bloom post-processing effect intensity and ubiquity. Hopefully this will further help with the wash it out visual some have mentioned. And then that's really, really cool. Okay, so audio. Male and female jump audio clip are now more consistent. All clip are the same voice now. Pitch variation reduced as well. But if you enjoyed our little nice patchwork of different voices, you can still enable this option in your option, in the gameplay option. Normalize a number of animal audio clips. Increase the frequency of ground sampling for your character to produce more accurate footstep audio, and added water slosh audio when moving through water. The swimming animation have been changed as well here. So your experience with water should be much more pleasant nowadays. Alright, a lot of UI fixes have been added, but something quite important: increase the maximum bank size to 8 versus 8 slot for both your personal and shared bank. Each row now has 2 additional slots. This will cause your item to shift position, so you may want to reorganize things. And here in the design, there's plenty of design change, so I really would like to suggest you to read everything. But here, that's pretty important. There is new ability that has been introduced in the game with this patch, is the level 34 abilities. You guys that have been testing on QA, you probably certainly have been testing the 34, 38 and 42 abilities for your classes, or maybe other classes as well. Thank you very much for all of the feedback you have provided. This allow Adric or Dev to rework those abilities and to finely tune them. So I hope you will enjoy every one of them. Now you can find the 34 abilities wherever you need to find it, meaning it will drop on some mob in certain zone. It's a book like the recipe book that you will have to learn. We have changed the animation for learning book, by the way, so now you're not attacked by bees anymore, but you're reading a book. But if you prefer to be attacked by bees, you can select that as well in your gameplay option, of course. But something very important, because it is a book, if you're learning it and then you are unlearning your class, relearning another class, then coming back to your previous class, you will not relearn that book. So that's very important. So here's the mention. Note that those abilities once learned are lost when your spec is dropped and relearned, meaning you will have to reacquire those abilities. Given that this scenario is unlikely to occur often, we deferred fixing this to focus on other higher priority items. But know that it exists. Remind it. Share this information to other players before they unlearn their class when they are past level 34. Yes, you will not have the bees by default anymore, but you can select it if you want in your option. So it will still be available. But you know, that was some items some people were complaining about. So we have listened to them and changed an animation for them so they can learn a nice book and be more serious about it. But for those that prefer to be attacked by bee, you can still be attacked by bee if you want. It's one of little meme of the game, so for some people it will be a nice Easter egg to keep, but for some other it will be boring, so there it is, you have the choice. Alright, we have new quests. Some quests are hidden. The quests are in varied zone for different level range, but what we have: new quest, Runty's Revenge, the Circle Expedition, In the Forest of Madness, Stone and Bone, The Hunt, The Great Hunt, Eye in the Sky, and The Fight for Freehold. So you will have to discover where all those quests are starting. Add default dialogue to fill in New Haven Valley, that was the miller on the Mill Hill, and fix it a few mistypo. Alright, so now let's speak about the new stuff. Have you ever wanted to face off another player? Well, now you can with dice. Our game is strictly a PvE game and the back-end system are designed with that in mind. Enabling any sort of players versus player combat will require significant engineering time, which we are in short supply of. Given that our game is heavily based on dice, we thought it appropriate to add duel by dice roll in a place of actual player versus player fighting, and it's pretty fun. Duel in our game are nothing more than a classic death roll. The way those work is that the starting player roll a 100-sided dice. The opponent then roll a dice with as many sides as the result of the previous player roll. This process continues until someone rolls a 1 and they're deemed the loser. So as an example, let's say Undone and Rindin duel. It might lose something like this. Except that it's not correct because it's always Undone that lose. Undone is not winning duels. So that example is completely wrong. Anyway, during this rolling process, player will lose a fraction of their health proportional to the difference in their opponent's roll and their last roll. This is always a fraction of your health and should never knock you out. This is simply to stimulate the duel. No, to simulate the duel. And to stimulate you. The loser will fall to their knee and beg for forgiveness, the winner will perform a random dance emote to gloat, and the result will be broadcast to the entire zone. To duel someone, simply execute the /duel opponent name or /death roll opponent name, chat comment, or select duel from right-clicking the player's nameplate. Players must remain within 10 meters of the initial duel spot, otherwise the player leaving the area will forfeit the duel. Duel requests from blocked players will be declined automatically. Duels are not legally binding unless you want them to be. Smartbone is asking, can the winner of the duel not win a prize such as a potion or salt? No, because those could be abused, because you could do it as much as you wanted, so you could literally farm them. And that could become a market of infinite goods. So you cannot do anything like that because it will be abused immediately. So you imagine you will want to win gold, so what you will have to do is to farm for 1 day duels. You will win 1 potion, and at the end you will have 100 potions that you could sell at the merchant, maybe for just 1 silver, that make you 100 silver, which is 1 gold. So you could easily abuse that. But yeah, you can set term before, so you could do it with other, you could say, okay, if I win, I give you this, you give me that, or something. Yeah, you will have to do it old school, but it cannot be done automatically by the game itself. Alright, very important. New improvement is the social window improvement. This is something that has been requested by players for a long time, and now finally it is here, because our developer is not busy with the quest implementation anymore, so he had the whole time to really focus his attention into that, and he has done a lot of work, so thank you so much for all of that. Social window improvement. To increase visibility and hopefully usage of the LFG LFM tool, we have split the social UI into 2 separate panels. In the left pane, you will find the LFG LFM tool, while on the right, you will find the friend block guild management section. The window can now also be resized vertically. A number of new features also have been added. Online only toggle for friend and guild lists, that's very useful, especially if you're in big guild. Friend request option on guild member context menu. Invite to group box added to the bottom of the LFG LFM panel. You can see it here. Added level, zone and role to friend list entries. Added last online to guild member tooltip. That's very good. You can now sort your friends by name, role, level, zone, and last online status in either ascending or descending order. And you can now sort your guild by name, rank, role, level, zone, join date, and last online status in either ascending or descending order. And that will be very useful. Every guild leader rejoice! New feature, merchant buyback. This is so nice because I received so many tells from people desperate because they had sold a very precious weapon or piece of armor and there was nothing I could do to help them. So now if it happened to you, you can purchase it back. Merchants of Embers Adrift have finally come to their senses and will allow you to buy back items that you had recently sold to them. When selling items to merchants, they will appear in the buyback tab of the merchant interface for the next 30 minutes, allowing you to buy it back for the price sold. Each item will show the time remaining before expiration on the tooltip. So be sure to buy back in time, right? It's not infinite. And now finally, the biggest of all, the new zone, Greenstone Canyon. Greenstone Canyon is a level 30 plus zone located to the northeast of Dryfoot. This zone is currently segmented into 3 phases, with this first release being phase 1 only. The second phase will be the higher altitude portion of the canyon, while the third phase will likely be a new zone released farther down the line. The beautiful red wall canyon north of Dryfoot are marked only by the Greenstone marauders dwelling within, earning them the name Greenstone Canyon. Those marauders are even worse than their drybone counterpart, if it was possible. They are ruthless beyond measure and will do anything to get more slag rock, their term for ember ore. The view you will find in Greenstone Canyon are quite stunning, but don't let them distract you from your surrounding. If you don't pay attention, you are prone to be ambushed by any manner of vicious creatures, from the fearsome red mane to the deadly scorpion that call those canyon homes. And here you have a screenshot. If you have not seen the trailer that I made to celebrate, you need to check it out. It's on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, where you can also see all of the past episodes. I was telling you about the episode with Undone, the tech director. Here you have it. You have also very interesting interview of Drindin or Morroland, so you can check that out as well. So every episode is published on YouTube if you're missing one. So there it is. But that's the trailer, and we have already 700 views. I'm quite happy about that. But you can still make it better, and by checking it out, sharing it with your friends and all of your communities. Do it, because to get us known to the public, your help is extremely precious. And I will take the chance while we are watching this to thank you, each and every one of you, for sharing our content, for commenting on social media, for liking our video, for commenting those videos. Thank you very much for your participation. As you know, we're a small studio, we're a small team, and we do not have a lot of budget. Therefore, we're not using a lot of budget on marketing, especially as apparently our poor attempt at marketing have not provided extremely fruitful, as very little of you have discovered our game through ads. So therefore we are going into the old-fashioned way, the most organic way, and I have to ask for your help. Every help does matter. You know how the algorithm work on social media, so any interaction you are giving us is helpful because it allows us to clean up a little bit in the algorithm, and then our post or video will be proposed for more people, and maybe someone will see our video and that someone is the guild leader of a very large guild, and everyone will want to play our game and they will enjoy, and we will have plenty of friends to play with in the future. So your act, even if it's just a like, just a share, is helpful actually. Thank you very much for doing so. Okay, that was my little rant. Now let's go. So we do have changed our price. Previously, the box was sold for $39.99 and the monthly sub was aimed for $15 or $14.99 per month. During the first month, just after release, our prices were discounted a lot of the time. The monthly sub were discounted up to the 15th of January. Then there's only 2 weeks at the end of January where the price went up. All of the players that actually paid $15 for their month of sub have been compensated with 2 weeks of game time for free. It was just a simple compensation because right after the free weekend we had a lot of feedback, and especially feedback for new players that really enjoyed our game but find that the subscription price, considering the market, considering the circumstances, was a little bit too high. So we had a lot of discussion with the team and we have decided to lower our price. At first we kind of did it secretly. We have been talking about that between us, but we have not made any big announce because we were waiting for a patch to make a combined announce regarding the price change in the new patch, which happened right now. But this lower price has been running for the past few weeks already, and the few players that have actually paid $15 for a month of sub have been compensated already. We have done a big release of all of that content, a big press release that has been published on different social media, on Twitter for example. This is the text, so I know it's going to be difficult to read, but you can check it out for Twitter. You probably have seen it. It's on Discord obviously, and on our forum. On our forum it's more readable too, so it's the press release, that's how it is. So in the press release I'm going to read you the beginning because it's quite important. February 24th, 2023, Embers Adrift hosted a free weekend at the end of January, and after analyzing all of the feedback, we've decided to reduce our pricing. Embers Adrift has come a long way in our first month, and we wanted to share what we have accomplished. Our year for 2023 is looking very exciting. Please take a high-level look at what we are headed through 2023. In its first 4 months, Embers Adrift has seen a number of major content updates. Not included below are equipment, performance, balancing, and other design adjustment and implementation. We want to take some time to look at what we have done since mid-October 2022 and what we have got in store for a big patch on the 18th and where we are going on. So that has been, and I think it's quite pretty cool to think about it, what we have been releasing all those months. 4 new Ember Vein dungeon for low, mid and high levels. The Aquifer Karst, a low-level dungeon in Meadowland. The Aquifer Undercroft, a large mid-level, solo, small and large group dungeon in Meadowlands. Redshore Reach, high-level large outdoor dungeon, and Redshore Forest Exile Freehold, a high-level outdoor dungeon. New monster. The Dark Water mob in Undercroft. Giant roaming mobs added to all zone. Giant Drolsk, Giant Raven, Giant Mangrove, the tree monsters, Mandrakes, the plant monsters, many more Ashen mob variants added in the Nocturne. The features that have been added: item linking, crafting overhaul and recipe addition, worldwide Halo asset update, Ember Vein dungeon overhaul, 2 new long-form quests for Dryfoot and Redshore, new hair visual, active defense overhaul, threat aggro overhaul, and the QA server open as of February 15. As you can see, the indie team at Stormhaven has been releasing major content update at an impressive rate for such a small team. We hope you will recognize the passion that is driving our studio and Embers Adrift forward. We appreciate your support and are working hard to meet and exceed players' expectations. Our next patch is a major one, which we are very excited to bring to players. Here are some major features, but keep an eye out for the patch note, which will much more thorough. Iced Coffee is saying, I really like the $10 a month. Good luck finding any other MMORPG with a subscription at that price without microtransaction. Yes, and this is something that I've not really been talking about previously when I was sharing about the news related to the patch. But for us, it's really important to keep this ethical, fair, relatively democratic business model that you don't find anymore, which is you pay the box, you pay the monthly sub, that's it, everyone have access to the same content. You do not need to have any microtransaction. We don't have a storefront. Because you need to imagine, if we had a cash shop, we will have some dev working on some merchandise, we will have to do marketing campaign to sell you a new skin or whatever it is. It is taking away some time for progressing the content of the game itself. And we really want that what you're wearing, what you are earning in game, it's something that you deserve. You have put effort, time, luck, or gold with your fellow players to obtain it. It's not something you got in the cash shop. So not criticizing MMORPG that are doing this type of business model, but it is two very different things, and for our game it's much better and much more in agreement to everything we have done so far, that what you earn is what you earn. So, and also the fact that everything that you have is something you have worked for. Because even if you have purchased it from another player, you still had to work for earning the gold. And if you receive the gold from another player, maybe you had to work the relationship for the players to be friends with you, so you give you the gold and so you can purchase the item you want. So it doesn't matter with it be social skills, may it be because you have farmed it yourself, you have a blatant luck, or you have enough gold for it. It's still something that you have been working for in-game. It is much more fair for every player because you may be rich or you may be poor. As long as you pay your sub, you have access to everything. You're not going to be more fancy or level faster or being more efficient or having more bank space because you have more real-life money. So everyone on that regard is starting equally, and then you have to work out yourself anything that you will need to put the effort into it in a way or another. Let's speak now what is actually on the roadmap for this year. What can you expect to come in 2023? First of all, it's subject to change, but read along. Alchemy. Ember is a mysterious and powerful force that can be seen all through the world in its various manifestations. The story of its unlocking will be advanced in major way through the remainder of the year. New Haven, including the player, is currently in the phase 1 of research stage of alchemical discoveries in regard to the mysteries of Ember. Player will start to see phase 2 discoveries come in quarter 2. However, enemies who are using more unconventional and ethically questionable method of experimentation with Ember may be found using phase 3 alchemy against players soon. Alchemy will come into the player's hand as they encounter the unfolding storyline and by conquering challenges at high level. The story of lost knowledge and untapped potential will reveal the secret of Ember as players explore, discover, and progress through Embers Adrift. To simply give that knowledge at level 1 will cheapen the power of Embers. It must be earned. Come find out what is in store for alchemy and discover a new adventure unlike you have experienced before. Together we will forge our own path in pursuit of the secret of Ember. So, in practice, what does it mean? Alchemy Phase 2 in Quarter 2 will see a major breakthrough into Phase 2 at the Academy in New Haven. Player will be able to affect their current abilities with Ember. Alchemy Phase 3, Quarter 3 or Quarter 4 2023 will see this storyline expanded from Phase 2 into Phase 3. At high level, player will be able to become an alchemist who have a greater grasp of the power of Ember. Nice! So that will be the road towards the power of alchemy. Richer Depth, large multi-zone dungeon for high-level player. Quarter 2 of 2023. The Richer Depth is coming into 3 phases. So the first phase will be Quarter 2. Maybe the rest of the phase will be later on. Highland Hills, large overland region for mid and higher level players. Quarter 3 of 2023. And Grizzle Peak, large. Damn it. There. And Grizzle Peak, large overland region for high-level players, Quarter 4 of 2023. Storyline to include the mysterious Other, Ember and Vehu Raman, the Rune Makers, as well as epic quests resulting in epic tier gear. Creatures, Scrat, Other, Cabal fanatics and more mutated creatures who have been overwhelmed by embers. No spoilers. There it is. That's the roadmap. Here you can read also a little word related to the price change, but we have been speaking about that already, so I'm not reading that again. So there it is. What do you think about our roadmap? What is the thing you're the most excited about for the roadmap? So every week we are speaking about a content creator. Well, this week it's not exactly a content creator because we're speaking about the Wiki. And that's great because we have Alice Blue, which is responsible of that project, which is here present in the chat right now. But this project is of course created by different person. Archer is one of the person taking care of the Wiki, and there's plenty of person involved into that. You guys, if you want to help the creation of the Wiki and gather information for the team, you can join Alice on her Discord, where they are gathering all information before to put it together into this Wiki. The Wiki is pretty useful. If you don't like spoiler, don't watch this because I'm going to show you some stuff. So skip if you don't want to check that out. But you can see, you know, all the roles, the profession, crafting, etc. And then there's even quests, items, NPCs. Look at that. That's super useful. It shows you where you can find everything. Can we put this bigger? Yes. Oh, yeah, here we go. And here you can even zoom. All right, that's perfect. So you have North Haven Valley with the middle pass to North Haven City. You have Central Vein East, Central Vein West. Of course, it's the same dungeon that goes all through below the zone. You have the level of the dungeon is for level 4+. There it is. You have North Reach. You can see the Ember Vein, Ember Flies 8+, the Ember Vein Bats 10+. I recommend you to be 12 at least, because those bats are really nasty. And then you have Central Vein North, Spider 8+, Exile 14+. Then here you have one pass for Midland, one pass for Dry Foods. Here you have the Dry Food Stronghold. Here you have Redshore Forest pass to go to Midland, Redshore Ridge, etc. And soon we will have to add the Greenstone Canyon. Da, 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 da. So I really love this map because I think it's extremely useful. It doesn't reveal too much. if you don't like spoilers, like you don't want to be spoiled by a very physical map of everything and you still want to explore, but it's got give a nice layout of all the zone and where they stand and where you can find all of the dungeon and where are the level of each dungeon. So this is really useful. So if anyone is wondering what, you know where to find this type of information. Now there's, with the maps, you will find that there is like more map. Let's say Central Vein 2, for example. Then again, you don't want to watch it skip this moment. Look at this crazy dungeon. Look at this crazy dungeon. But once you understand, it's relatively simple. But you can see that it's really big. It's a really big dungeon. Really big. Really huge. I wonder how will be the new one. The new dungeon. Anyway, check out the wiki. If you want to help out the wiki, you can contact Alice Blue on Discord. She will give you all information to how you can actually help her and her team. And voila, that's it. You will also find the information in the information box below, as usual. Alright guys, we are in the Greenstone Canyon. We are a little trio of players. And we are going to find some of the new mob. Those new mobs are going to be awesome. Yeah, there we go. Look at me. Look at me. I'm a noob tank, so please forgive me. Alright. And I don't have... Alright. Hey! Alright. You are going to stay in place. Good. Here. There we go. Turn yourself. Very good. Wait, what was it? I know. Yeah. Parry. So... like, did you at least bring ground torch? Yeah, I did bring ground torch. I need to drop a ground torch. After this one. After this one I will bring a ground torch. That I did. So it is bizarre to play a kind of big character like this. But yeah, we will do what we can. Alright, so Oli Biscuit need to go in the front. Alright. So that's the reason why I set up this character, is to... well, you can mine the guys. You can mine their face. Yeah. No, don't want? It's funny! Don't want to mind? Okay, fine. Okay. Let's do it here. Okay. Shall we attempt this? Okay. Come on. You're kidding me, stupid mob. Alright. Oh, come on. Oh, really? I mean, no, I know why. That's why. I'm stupid. Okay. Oh, well. You know what? Fuck you. No, that was the spell I wanted to use. I can drink a potion. It's not hitting on me, actually. Alright. I try. It's good you cannot see much. Oh yeah, you don't want to see it. Okay. Yeah, it's true that you don't like. So what time it is? 2 a.m. So you have quite some time. Right. I feel such a noob as a tank. Cyanite, are you proud of me? Look at this, I'm such a noob. Oh my god. It's fine, you just AFK so you can you. Okay. Till you get back to the alright. I don't want to spoil you. But you know there will be spoiler. Really? What, you're not proud of me? But why? I mean... What, Alice? Wait, what? To drink a potion. Shit. Okay, this is too far, you know. Because it's going to have to... We're going to pull other stuff otherwise. It's on torture. Annoying little bitch. I'm provoking you. Here, come me. Come on me, here. Like, there. My face. My face, not his face. Alright. Trying to learn the range. Yeah, we need a bow user to finish this. Okay, finally. Where is the named? Oh, nice. He has done a nice, Alright, that sounds good. Oh, it's called Cliff? Oh, that's awesome. Awesome name. Come on, Cliff. There we go. Here. Here. Alright. Okay. I'm going to move him a little bit over here. I think we're good. Yeah. And this. Oh, who's fighting? Oh no, that's alright. Alright, stay on me, and Cliff. So it's kind of exciting to be tanking. It's the role I play the least in Embers Adrift, and so I'm really clumsy. Especially, I think you need to be pretty skilled for being a good tank in Embers Adrift. Probably more so than in some other games. Well, you always need to be skilled in tank, except maybe in Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy player will hate me by saying this. I have the feeling that Final Fantasy is probably the easiest tank that I played, which is why I really like it. But in Embers Adrift, you need to be skilled. Poor Cliff is just misunderstood. Yeah. It's probably. But you are going to see his loot, guys. So look at this. Named here. Indosrin. And it got some loot. What's the loot? I would like to see what's the loot. Because as I'm auto-passing, I don't see the loot actually. Scorched Trossers. Ooh. Oh, look at this beautiful, beautiful Trossers. Do you see that? Okay. Need to see that. The Scorched Trossers. Plus 25 health regen, damn it. 6 ember damage resistance. 6 ember debuff resist. 25 health regen. Awesome. That look really cool. So that's where you want your that's a tank thing. And I forgot to do another moment. It could have been a moment too here. I'm just so bad with that. Oh, what is doing here? All right. Well, I guess it's a warden, so it's checking out. Good. They want to explore more. Ooh, look at this. We're having the monoliths. Well, I don't really care with this character. Oh! There's another group here. Hi! 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 Oops! They don't know we have taken Cliff. Nothing else is unloading. In the storage there's plenty of room. Yeah, I really don't know. I know that there was a new technology attempted with Undone with the patch size, but I don't know if it worked for this time. So yeah, I don't know. Have you tried to restart the patching? They would be annoyed at us if they knew. Oh. Shall we kill some birds? Right. Okay, okay. Alright, let's go there then. Oops, no. Oops. I managed to stuck myself? Like, really? Really? Okay, report. Hole here to refill. Thank you. Alright. Never mind. Ups. Alright, we're going to kill a bird. Let's do this. Hello, Fizzy Boots! Ah, it reminds you of Conan of Exile. Nice. Yeah, we have a really good composer. It's really nice. Oh, Rich Raven, that's perfect for our group size. Well, not exactly perfect because... Ah, finally, Cyanite! Yay, Cyanite! Look at my beautiful guild list. So clean. So pristine. Yeah, sure, you can make, but there's some work that is being done related to the patch size and stuff like that. So okay, I'm going to let Torture pull. Yeah, me too. I really love the new musics. They're awesome. Alright, guys. So Cyanide is going to be drunk. Bad idea. Alright. Look at that. So we're still only 3. Because the other friend are super far away. Whoops. Alright. 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 I got you. No. 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 Oh shit. It's alright. Fine. Are they both on me here? Okay, let's do a sweep. Sweep. Yep. Here. Get that going. Thank you so much, Frank. You take care. Thank you for the visit, the whole day, and for playing with me earlier. See you tomorrow. Alright. What are you doing, guys? You're making me work very hard. Oh no, shit. It was not done intently. Someone got murdered in the process. Oops. Alright. Well, that was not my fault. That was not my fault. My fault. I did nothing. No! Stop it. Stop it. And it's oh my god. Hey, it's a carrion raven again. Ooh, ooh. happy that you're saying that. Yeah, because this is something we have been criticized a lot for sometimes, but we have some placeholder animation. Where is Torture? What is doing? Is alone? So, but in this zone we have plenty of new creatures, so that's pretty exciting. And I'm going to show you these guys. We are going to fight those guys. They are really cool. It's a very nice creature. And we do have some talented artists. We're not a lot in our team, but we have talented and passionate people. And we have one of our artists, he got so many ideas, really. He has so much imagination. He's really great. He's also participating to the lore because he always have ideas with his creator and imagining stories about them. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, I was about to end the stream, but I'm going to continue a little bit more. It's good because I needed more time for Twitch anyway, so it's nice. If you have any question, do not hesitate to ask. But yeah, if you want to start a game, I think it's a really good moment to start it up. Maybe try as a group if you have a group of friends, because this game is really much more fun when you play it with friends. So either you can, of course, make new friends, or you go and you start with 3 or 5 person. Would you be possibly able to gear up my new striker a bit later? I can share with you. Yeah, I probably can do some. What are they doing? No, that's bad, guys. Bunny.
Oui, mais je reviens.
Ok. Quoi? Il dit je reviens juste après. Okay. Alright. So, I can create some equipment. Not weapon, too. Oh, I could do a bow. But I don't have a lot of materials. So I will have to see what I can do, because I honestly don't have a lot of materials. Yeah, I know. Shit, guys, what have you done? Look, they have assassinated someone already. Like, I'm trying. Run away. We're going to kill this Imperial Elk. What are they doing? Why you stay there? I'm halting them. Can someone... I'm going to do it myself. Oh, come on! You kidding me? Provoke. Alright. Yeah, the other guy is going to be on me, of course. Oh, come on. You tried. Okay. It's a very angry... Yeah, I know. Maybe I should multi-box and... No, don't multi-box. Play with new people. Come on, Cyanide, make a group. Let's say... New striker. LFG... Friends in New Haven Valley. Come and join me. I'm the assistant of Elloa. go. Alright. Alright. You should be with me. Okay. I'm halting you. Alright. Voila. Now that's done. Okay, tanking. Look at me, daddy tanking. Well, I'm not such a bad player. So Sayonach, for trying to make group with people I need a juicer title than assistance. Maybe junior CM would inspire me. I see. I see how it's going. Cyanide was the endless ambitions. I agree with Cyanide. All right. Of course it has to become an Ashan. Alright. Those guys, in the night, they look super cool. Like, they really look nice. During the day, it's not as impressive. It's of course very cool too, but during the night it's the coolest. Oh, yes. I'm already at... Oh, you 500,000 cyanide. How do you want me to do? It's impossible. Can't follow. Thank you everyone for watching this episode. I hope you're super excited by the new content. Tell me in the comment below what is your favorite feature of this new patch. Thank you very much. Do not hesitate to check us out live if you want. The show is hosted every Tuesday during the maintenance, which happen at 11 AM Central American Time or 6 PM Central Europe Time. Hope to see you soon on Twitch TV or on YouTube in another video. Take care of yourself and see you soon in game or otherwise. Bye!